right, welcome to another edition of SVG Sports Tech on Demand. And today we are joined by Todd Mason. He's the CEO of Broadcast Management Group, BMG. Todd, thanks so much for taking the time. Where are you located today?
Today, that's a good question. I often wake up wondering what city I'm in, but today I'm actually in DC.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's the nature of the business, right? A lot of road warriors in this business. So you guys have a lot of exciting stuff going on, especially when it comes to your broadcast REMI Hub in Las Vegas. SVG ran a story about this, if you want to check it out, on sportsvideo.org just a few days ago. But Todd, tell us a little bit about the facility, what the philosophy is behind it, and why you guys went ahead and launched it.
Yeah, we launched the facility on March 8th. That was our cutover. So basically, we've been following REMI for a number of years. A number of sports broadcasters. I think the sports industry has led the evolution of REMI production, and I've always, found it very interesting what they're doing, and thought that there could be some great applications not only to sports, but to anyone that's producing live to tape programming. So, our specialty as a company is in live to tape multi-camera production. We've been in business for 15 years, and we're always looking for better ways to do it. And we're used to being on the road all over the world, traveling to wherever the production needs to happen. But REMI production, being able to centralize the technology, seemed like there'd be a lot of efficiencies to it, and also opportunities to create a better product, better quality content. And so that's what we've been looking at it closely. And then when the pandemic hit, it really forced anyone doing production that wanted to keep production going to adopt some type of REMI workflow. So fortunately, we had that foundation, and that our engineering teams were already on top of that. We run a financial news network. We are live 9 hours a day, Monday through Friday. And so that was what we were faced to figure a solution pretty quickly to get all of our on-air talent working remote and building remote camera kits for them, and then getting all of our technical and creative team working remote. We happened to also be building, our systems integration division was building a new broadcast center for this client in the middle of all of this. So we quickly adapted that facility to be able to be remote controlled. And so as we moved into the new facility, many of our staff members have still never been there because they've been working remote for the last year. And it's an amazing facility. I feel terrible that so many people haven't been able to see it yet. But it's been working great. And so to accommodate other clients, we built a temporary REMI facility out of our Las Vegas office in June of last year. And we served a wide range of customers with that facility. And so we felt like we were really onto something. And what we wanted to do is take REMI to the next level. And so what that means to us is the centralized technology hub, building a broadcast center that very much functions like a data center, and then a decentralized workforce. And so that's really what I think is different about BMG's facility. So we designed it, our systems integration division. Luckily, we do that for a lot of clients. That's a whole division of the company that does that. We were able to put that team to work to design what we feel is the very best and first of its kind REMI broadcast center from the ground up. So we leased a new building in Las Vegas. We decided to do it in Las Vegas, although that's really irrelevant. It could be done anywhere. Right. But it worked for us, that market, and we found the right building for us. And we started building it from the ground up, and we cut over to that on March 8th. Our first day in the new broadcast center. We like to take things slow. We were doing a global conference for the UN, and that was a 2.5-hour live show. And then we were doing two financial news network shows that we were doing out of another control room at the same time. And everything went, perfectly, which is great. So, and then we've just been going from there.
That's great. Talk about jumping out of the gate. My goodness.
Yeah.
And, it's a really impressive facility from what we've seen. And I'm just curious. Obviously, you said that you guys have been exploring REMI for a long time. Then the pandemic accelerated a lot of these
Yeah.
things that were already going on. And as a result, you guys, constructed the facility. How do you see REMI impacting the sports production industry moving forward now that we're hopefully going to normalize a little bit in terms of the world? But let's be honest, REMI workflows are not going anywhere, right?
No, they really aren't. And, we invested millions of dollars in this new facility. So it's not something you would do for a temporary, hopefully the pandemic is a terrible problem, but a temporary problem.
Right.
And we're getting on the other side of it, and we can all see the light of day, and it's not a train. So that's the good news. But we wouldn't have made this type of investment if we thought it was short term. It really is long term. And as you mentioned, we've been looking at this for a number of years prior to the pandemic. We feel like REMI had, well, the fortune, you try to find the silver lining in anything. And, one silver lining on the pandemic is, from a business perspective and a technical perspective, is it did force a lot of manufacturers, hardware and software, to really perfect REMI capability. One of the biggest things is, latency, and
Right.
Our race to zero latency is what everybody wants. And the strides that have happened in the last year are amazing. And for sports, what we're doing is we've deployed. So we have the REMI Broadcast Hub, but we've also developed a number of REMI kits that run everywhere from a mobile production unit that is the front end, what I would call the front end of REMI, the cameras, video shading, and the transmissions that brings everything back to the REMI hub. So we've developed customized REMI mobile units. There aren't any right now. And so that's one of the things that we see that the industry will be adapting, because when ESPN or Fox, most of those networks that are doing REMI now, they typically work a deal with one of their traditional truck companies. And if they have a truck that happens to be in the area of the game, they'll work out a great rate, but just really for the cameras and the transmissions gear to go back. It's not really cost effective for that truck company, because that truck is far more capable.
Right.
So we saw an opportunity to create a mobile unit that was specifically designed for that use case, and we're prepared to build as many as the market needs. And then we have smaller transmission kits for, that don't require as many cameras and as complex of so we can scale up, or scale down to whatever's needed. But we're doing hockey, have been for the last several months, REMI style, and it works fantastic. We have the line producer at his home in Phoenix, the director is at his home in Chicago. Graphics is coming from our graphics operator in Chicago. The bug person is coming from Chicago. So our team is spread out all over the country. And, thanks to technology, they're able to work like they're all in the same room.
That's tremendous. Yeah. And there's no question there's going to be plenty of demand for this coming down the line. And I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot more from BMG. If you want to check out the story that we put together, just search Broadcast Management Group on sportsvideo.org. Also, make sure to check out broadcastmgmt.com for more info on what Todd and his crew have brewing over there. For now, Todd, great luck with the hub, with the remote facilities, and with all things REMI moving forward. And I'm sure we'll be talking to you again soon.
Thanks, Jason. Appreciate it.